From the WCCO Weather Center, mostly sunny, windy, and warm today, high around 80. Tonight, partly cloudy and breezy, and a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, a 40% chance tomorrow.
Love is something, if you give it away, you end up having more, goes the song. Much of our lifetime seems preoccupied with compiling more stuff, more money, more land, more stocks and bonds, more possessions, for security and comfort, like the rich young ruler. But the universe will work best for us as we give away our gifts. Love is essential to human living. Love is something to give away. If we give it away today, we'll end up having more to give away.
32 years strong. A great reason to celebrate here at Towsley Ford.
And Towsley Subaru. Over 100,000 vehicles sold, making Towsley the largest Subaru dealer in the Midwest.
The largest Ford dealer in the upper Midwest and the largest truck dealer in the entire Midwest.
The biggest reasons? Selection and low prices.
Over 1,500 vehicles, including over 600 trucks and $2.5 million in used cars.
All anniversary celebration priced at Towsley Subaru
and Towsley Ford,
White Bear Lake.
I'm Colleen Needles. Each day, we send our children off to school, where they'll spend most of their growing years. But what happens after they set foot behind the schoolhouse door? School has changed, and so have the pressures being placed on students. All this week, join us for Teach Your Children, a special look at Minnesota education. From drugs and peer pressure to honors classes and high-tech computers, we'll find out what all parents need to know about their child's education. Tonight on the 10 p.m. Report, Channel 4.
Donahue.
Weekdays on Channel 4.
Tensions are high in Poland as strikes and sit-ins continue. More safety questions following the blast in a Nevada rocket fuel plant. And in sports, some big scorers show their stuff, but it isn't enough. This is the CBS Morning News. Good morning, everybody. I'm Charles Osgood.
And I'm Faith Daniels. It's Friday, May 6th, and leading our news this day, new warnings but no action yet at the shipyards in Gdansk, Poland. Striking workers inside, led by Solidarity founder Lech Walesa, are ignoring loudspeaker demands to give up. Bert Quint has our report.
The Solidarity banner was still raised over the gate of the Lenin shipyard this morning, much to the surprise of strikers who were convinced police would attack overnight. Riot police are still here in force, but they haven't moved in. Inside the shipyard, Solidarity leader Lech Walesa told his followers not to resist if the raid did come. He took it for granted that after attacking and arresting strikers at the Nowa Huta steel mill, they would finish off the job here quickly. Many of the shipyard strikers left the yard when they learned about Nowa Huta. Walesa has threatened to call nationwide strikes if the police used force, but Solidarity wasn't ready for these wildcat strikes and may not be ready to organize massive work stoppages yet. It's getting at least moral support from the unions the regime set up when it outlawed Solidarity. Their leader went on record opposing the price hikes that sparked these strikes and blamed the present tension on faulty economic policies. The government spokesman said the Nowa Huta action was necessary and promised that in the future, Poland's problems would be resolved by reforms and reconciliation. But it's not clear whether the shipyard strike falls in the category.
On the phone, waiting for it to ring, watching my hair turn gray. Waiting. I can't get through.
Without AT&T, you're twice as likely to get a busy circuit.
One of these days, you'd think I'd learn.
AT&T's worldwide intelligent network. Because we know it's not just long distance. It's your business on the line. AT&T, the right choice.
People go here, and people go there. Hey, people don't always like to share. things that people do. There's one thing that's oh so true. More people sleep on Sealy Posturepedic. Yes, they do. More people sleep on Sealy Posturepedic. So should you.
Hey, what's going on out there?
Paradise.
I'm Charlie Boone.
He's Roger Erickson.
Daydreaming.
Hawaii. Mexico. Walt Disney World.
You know, you could be bound for paradise, too. All you have to have is a home telephone number. And watch us weeknights on Channel 4. We'll give you a prefix number between 10 and 10:35. And the following weekday at 8:30 on CCO Radio, we'll give you the rest of the number. And if it's your home number, you could be bound for paradise.
It's worth dreaming about.
Last week, Star Search made competition history.
You've just broken the all-time win record with 7 great wins in the female vocalist category.
Will Linda Eder make it 8 in a row? Watch this week. Can the competition catch the 4 kids from New Jersey? There's no doubt about it. Star Search has the winning talent, and this is just the beginning. Watch them all this week on Star Search 88.
Saturday night at 11:05 on Channel 4.
Good morning, I'm Alan Cox sitting in for Tony Saffold. Minnesota Supreme Court has ruled that a victim of a tire accident is entitled to a multi-million-dollar award. The court ruled in a decision released this morning against the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. Dale Hodder was 17 years old, working on a logging truck in northern Minnesota when a tire rim exploded. The court says he's entitled to more than $7 million from Goodyear, half what lower courts had awarded for severe injuries to the teenager's head. Fire inspectors in the Twin Cities are waiting for details of what went wrong in Los Angeles that caused severe damage to California's tallest skyscraper. It's about the same age as the IDS Center, built under similar codes for fire safety. 35 stories of the IDS have no sprinkler system, but the building's owner says sophisticated detection systems and pressurized stairways would limit the damage there. Across the street, the Norwest Center will open this summer with the state-of-the-art in fire safety systems. That includes sprinklers everywhere and extensive controls to isolate fires. The bank building it replaces burned on Thanksgiving 1982. Current design should limit fires to one floor of a high-rise building, although for some reason that didn't work in L.A. Governor Perpich may not decide until Monday on a veto of a property tax bill. The legislature passed a plan that would increase Twin Cities taxes by more than $150 million while reducing the tax on some property outside the metro area substantially. The governor has said he's leaning towards signing the bill. The Twin Cities staged a benefit last night for people with 2 kinds of problems, financial and alcoholism. The group is called Help Enable Alcoholics Receive Treatment. That spells out HEART. It was the 8th annual benefit to help alcoholics concentrate on their treatment instead of worrying about bills. We'll be back with more in a moment.
Want to go for a spin?
I'm a wheel watcher. I'm a wheel watcher. Every day. I love to play. I'm a wheel watcher. I'm a wheel watcher. Become one now. I'm a wheel watcher. It's fun to win.
I don't do my job well sitting behind a desk, okay? When people see me at night on television, that's sort of my relaxing time of the day. That's a very small part of my day, which begins very early in the morning. If I don't get out from behind my desk and go out and talk to the athletes, I'm not doing my job.
For the added dimension in sports, turn to WCCO's Mark Rosen.
If I'm doing my job, I'm being informative and I'm being entertaining.
I wasn't addicted. I didn't need it that bad.
This 12-year-old smoked dope regularly, but is he unique or are there thousands more just like him? I'm Dave Nimmer. Tonight we're going to go beyond fear and beyond what most people believe about drug use in elementary schools. We're going to go beyond statistics to update what we know about this problem. And while we're investigating the problem, we'll look at some solutions. Join us for Drug Use in Elementary Schools, another Teach Your Children report, tonight at 10.
And now the forecast from the WCCO Weather Center. Mostly sunny, windy, and warm today. High around 80 and winds of up to 30 miles an hour. Tonight, partly cloudy and breezy, low in the mid-50s, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight. And tomorrow, partly cloudy and windy with a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms. The high tomorrow around 70, and the storms could continue into Monday. The temperature now is 56 degrees. Back in a half hour.
Last week, Star Search made competition history.
You've just broken the all-time win record with 7 great wins in the female vocals category.
Will Linda Eder make it 8 in a row? Watch this week. Can the competition catch the 4 kids from New Jersey? There's no doubt about it. Star Search has the winning talent, and this is just the beginning. Watch them all this week on Star Search 88.
Saturday night at 11:05 on Channel 4.
In baseball, hard work isn't always rewarded with a world championship, but it is always rewarded with a sense of pride, knowing you've done your best. The same is true in school. On May 18th, 1,000 hardworking kids will be honored by the IBM Twin Student Pennant Race, sponsored by IBM and the Twins in cooperation with WCCO. As chairman of the Student Pennant Race, I want to congratulate these kids and all kids who work hard to do their personal best in school. Kids, we like your attitude.
Drugs, kids, and elementary schools. That's today on Newsday.
Good morning. This is Friday, May 6th, and I'm Kathleen Sullivan.
I'm Harry Smith. Welcome to CBS This Morning.
Harry, we made it.
Friday.
This morning, we're going to be discussing the trade war and also the conflict in Nicaragua.
You know, because that's good business, you know, but the airlines, they don't feel like
A message from the Plant Advisory Board.
Life used to be tough here. Know why? Because of weeds. They were always stealing our food.
And they blocked out the sun.
They tried to choke me.
But things are great now, thanks to new Preen and Green. Preen and Green prevents weeds all season while it feeds to keep us strong and healthy.
And it's delicious.
So try new Preen and Green.
Because the best way to weed is not to.
Preen and Green prevents weeds as it fertilizes. Recommended by America's favorite plant.
Welcome home to some American dreams. Brought to you by Anderson, the windows more people come home to than any other.
Come home.
Get this 84-page book of window ideas at these Anderson dealers.
Interstate Lumber, Window Warehouse, Thompson Lumber, C.H. Carpenter Lumber.
This Friday, the Twins host the Boston Red Sox at the Dome. As usual, expectations are high. Will the Twins find holes in the Red Sox defense? Can Boston keep from choking just like they did in the '86 series? Catch it live on cable TV for only $7.95 a game. Call your local cable company for details. And watch the Twins cream Boston.
In Minnesota, severe weather can strike, often with devastating results. I'm Mike Fairborn in Weather Center 4. Bad weather can threaten at any time. When it does, turn to the Weather Center 4 team. We promise to keep you ahead of the storm. When you see the Weather Center 4 alert, stay tuned for live, up-to-the-minute information from the most experienced weather team in the Twin Cities.
For the added dimension forecast, turn to Weather Center 4, keeping you ahead of the storm.
Good morning, I'm Alan Cox sitting in for Tony Saffold. A fire in a wood chip shed lit up the night sky in Plymouth early this morning. It happened on the property of one of the largest rose growers in the region, the greenhouses of Len Bush Roses. A pole barn full of chips was completely destroyed and another damaged. The location is Highway 55 at 101. Firefighters from several communities helped out with the duties. A man in St. Cloud has pleaded guilty to destroying evidence and helping his brother avoid arrest in what's been called the vampire killing. 20-year-old Mark Erickson pled guilty to charges that could lead to 4 years in prison. His 17-year-old brother is one of 3 people charged with a murder during a campout that allegedly involved blood rituals. Governor Rudy Perpich plans to fly to his hometown this afternoon to sign a bill for public school funding. The governor is scheduled to appear at his alma mater, Hibbing High School, and there he is to sign into law $38 million for an open enrollment program. It will allow students to switch between school districts. A 2-mile stretch of highway in Wabasha County has become the second place in the country that's marked as a turtle crossing. The DNR hopes to save a rare species called the Blandings turtle. This is the time of the year mother turtles-to-be stroll to their nesting sites, and then the babies cross the road again in the fall. Now motorists are advised to drive with care when turtles are there. If, as you awaken this morning, you don't feel refreshed, you may be among or next to one of the 80 million Americans who snore. A dentist in Excelsior may have the solution. Dr. Jeffrey Hall has designed a mouthpiece to keep the air passages in the throat clear. One patient has worn it comfortably for a month, and his wife says it has silenced 20 years of snoring. The dentist inventor claims a 90% rate of success. Minnesota's dry weather isn't just threatening forest and grass fires, it's parching city lawns. Robbinsdale is asking homeowners to go easy on watering because of the demand on the city supply. Gardeners around the state are calling the U of M Extension Service for advice, which in brief is, if it grows, water it. But relief may be a few hours away, as we'll see in the forecast next.
Spruce up your kitchen and save with medallion cabinets from Menards. Our entire medallion line is on sale now. Over 20 door styles plus beautiful options for that custom touch. Save on the banner sink of your choice too, like this quality heavy gauge stainless steel sink with lasting luster finish, now just $44.88. And you can register free to win a Coleman Sequoia camping trailer this week during Menards Spruce Up Sale.
America's heartland at Menards.
Look what's sprouting up at Sears locations all over the Twin Cities. Minnehaha Falls Garden Centers are at Sears. Look at the values you'll find this weekend. Save over 50% on Hyponex Weed and Feed, only $3.95. And Hyponex Fertilizer, a 5,000 square foot application, just $2.95. Bird baths, normally $19, are now $9.95. And rose bushes are all 20% off. See Minnehaha Falls Garden Centers, now 12 locations, including Sears. Dial 432-TREE.
These meals may look familiar, but there's something about them you don't know. You know they're old favorites, you know they're delicious, and you know they're made with white meat. What you don't know is that the white meat they're made with isn't chicken, it's pork. Because even an old favorite can use a new twist.
Mostly sunny, windy, and warm today, high around 80. Tonight, partly cloudy and breezy. 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight. 40% chance tomorrow. 53 degrees in the Twin Cities. More in an hour.
This summer, celebrate the spirit of music. The spirit of Mozart, Brahms, Schubert, and Beethoven. Waltz Viennese style, or explore the world of the symphony, the concerto, chamber music, or Puccini's powerful opera Tosca. Return to Vienna and meet the musical personalities of summer during 4 weeks of wonderful concerts here at Orchestra Hall. Join me, Leonard Slatkin, and the members of the Minnesota Orchestra for Sommerfest 88, July 13th through August 6th.
I think my feelings about severe weather have changed quite a bit since I have a family.
For Mary Fleming of St. Paul, the safety of her family comes first. That's why she depends on accurate weather information.
It should be straightforward in just a clear, matter-of-fact way.
So her choice is Mike Fairborn of Weather Center 4.
I think he has a very calm disposition, which is rather reassuring. I think that does set him apart.
Mike Fairborn at Weather Center 4, keeping you ahead of the storm.
Welcome back to CBS This Morning. I'm Harry Smith.
And I'm Kathleen Sullivan.
And coming up, Whoopi Goldberg. Just hear the name and you want to laugh, but there's more to her act than that, lots more. And we are going to be joining her on tour. And we'll take you to Louisville, where tomorrow is Derby Day. Mark McEwen is there, and he'll introduce us to the man who's got the whole betting scene figured out. Also from Kentucky, Mary Lou Whitney. I think we can say good morning. Good morning, Mary Lou.
Good morning.
Whose
It's
parties...
beautiful down here. I wish you were here.
We wish we were there, too, I think. Kathleen?
Beautiful living room. We're going to be talking to Mrs. Whitney, and she's going to explain to us.
A progress report from Kids with Epilepsy.
WCCO Travel does it again. A complete Washington, D.C. vacation for only $299. Children 17 and under, only $189. This WCCO Travel ITA exclusive includes non-stop round-trip airfare featuring complimentary cocktails and hot meals. 3 nights at the world-famous Mayflower Hotel, serving presidents and kings and home of the inaugural ball. And a tourmobile pass for sightseeing in America's birthplace. Plus special rates on Avis car rentals and coach service. Family vacation or business, don't pass up this incredible WCCO Travel ITA's Washington, D.C. package. Non-stop airfare, 3 nights at the Mayflower Hotel, and a tourmobile pass for only $299. Children 17 and under, only $189. Longer stays available. Departures June 6th through September 9th, Mondays and Fridays. Call WCCO Travel at 921-3559. 921-3559.
When you're out to be #1 in compact trucks, you start with the Twin Cities' best truck.
The standard towing capacity of the Toyota was perfect for use of our boat.
Add in money-saving deals.
I got a great deal.
Save hundreds in factory-to-dealer incentives. Save hundreds more on factory options.
We saved a clear $3,000 right off the top.
Great deals, great trucks.
The Toyota is great. It was the best buy for my money.
Big savings on cars and trucks. See your Twin Cities Toyota dealer right now.
What does education mean to me? Education means collecting information from different people and sharing each other's ideas. It means feeling good about my strengths and gaining on my weaknesses. It means building my mind now in order to work toward a perfect career I never even dreamed of. Education means helping myself and others grow.
A thought on how to teach your children.
Good morning, I'm Alan Cox, substituting for Tony Saffold. Fire inspectors in the Twin Cities are waiting for details of what went wrong in Los Angeles that caused severe damage to California's tallest skyscraper. It's about the same age as the IDS Center, built under similar codes for fire safety. 35 stories of the IDS Center have no sprinkler system, but the building's owner says sophisticated detection systems and pressurized stairways would limit damage there. Across the street, the Norwest Center will open this summer with the state-of-the-art in fire safety. That includes sprinklers everywhere and extensive controls to isolate fires. The bank building it replaces burned on Thanksgiving 1982. Current design should limit fires to 1 floor of a modern high-rise building, although for some reason that didn't work in L.A. Another lawsuit charges a Catholic priest sexually abused a boy. It's the 4th claim involving the Reverend Thomas Adamson. One of the suits has been settled. The latest claim covers time the priest was in Columbia Heights. It charges the Diocese of Winona and the Archdiocese of St. Paul and Minneapolis were negligent. They haven't had a chance to file a response yet. A woman may be charged with child neglect following treatment of her 1-year-old daughter for convulsions. When personnel at Hennepin County Medical Center ran blood tests as a matter of routine, they detected traces of cocaine. The convulsions may have been caused by the baby's fever. She's in satisfactory condition now. A commission studying the finances of the University of Minnesota wants more help, so it has voted to spend $200,000 for the services of a major accounting firm. The investigation began shortly after Kenneth Keller resigned as the U's president. Coopers and Librand will help the 12-member Blue Ribbon panel check the university's financial practices. The Twin Cities staged a benefit last night for people with 2 kinds of problems, financial and alcoholism. The group is called Help Enable Alcoholics Receive Treatment. That spells out HEART. It was the 8th annual benefit to help alcoholics concentrate on treatment instead of worrying about bills. The weather forecast in a moment.
Look what's sprouting up at Sears locations all over the Twin Cities. Minnehaha Falls Garden Centers are at Sears. Look at the values you'll find this weekend. Save over 50% on Hyphenex Weed and Feed, only $3.95. And Hyphenex Fertilizer, a 5,000 square foot application, just $2.95. Bird baths, normally $19, are now $9.95. And rose bushes are all 20% off. See Minnehaha Falls Garden Centers, now 12 locations, including Sears. Dial 432-TREE.
Foreman & Clark is closing its Northtown store, but there's no place to put all the existing merchandise. So from now through May 28th, Foreman & Clark has dramatically reduced everything at Northtown. Suits start at $20, sport coats begin at $7.50, and slacks are priced from $5. At these incredible prices, all sales are final. Remember, Foreman & Clark doesn't have regular sales, so the closing of our Northtown store is a unique opportunity for you to save. Don't miss it.
So, Odie, what's new?
What's new?
What's new?
There's a new Toyota store in Burnsville.
So what's the big deal? Don't they sell cars like everyone else?
No.
They don't sell cars?
No, Tony, they sell Toyotas.
All right, Toyotas like everyone else. No, now wait just a minute. There's a new Toyota store in Burnsville.
That's right.
And they sell Toyotas.
That's right.
Like everyone else.
That's wrong.
Odie, what's the difference?
Now, $500 to $1,250 cash back on new Toyota cars and trucks.
Walter Toyota, Buck Hill Road, call 435-8200.
Did you say that?
Mostly sunny, windy, and warm today. High around 80. 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms tonight. 40% chance tomorrow. 54 degrees in the Twin Cities. More news at noon.
It's happening tomorrow. Levitt's 12-hour sale. You heard right. For 12 hours only tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can save 20% to 50% on hundreds of items in Levitt's huge showroom. Living rooms, dining rooms, dinettes, bedrooms. Save 20% to 50% in every department. A huge selection to choose from at incredible savings. Levitt's is known for their low prices, so you won't want to miss Levitt's big 12-hour sale. Tomorrow only, 9 a.m. to 9 p.m.
You'll love it at Levitt's. I wasn't addicted. I didn't need it that bad.
This 12-year-old smoked dope regularly, but is he unique or are there thousands more just like him? I'm Dave Nimmer. Tonight we're going to go beyond fear and beyond what most people believe about drug use in elementary schools. We're going to go beyond statistics to update what we know about this problem. And while we're investigating the problem, we'll look at some solutions. Join us for Drug Use in Elementary Schools, another Teach Your Children report, tonight at 10. Drugs, kids, and elementary schools. That's today on Newsday.
Welcome back to CBS This Morning. I'm Harry Smith.
And I'm Kathleen Sullivan.
This is an incredible book. It's hard to think of a book more influential than this one. Dr. Spock's Baby and Child Care. In a few minutes, we will meet the man who wrote the first edition of the book 42 years and almost that many millions of copies ago. And Peter Bogdanovich looks at famous kids in some classic movies in this half hour.
And also coming up, the Kennedy twins, the two children who played the role of Elizabeth in the movie Baby Boom. And now the news. Here's Faith Daniels. Faith?
Kathleen leading the news this half hour. Good news about jobs in America. The Labor Department has released unemployment figures for April, and nationwide civilian unemployment stood at just 5.4%. That's down 0.2% in 1 month, and it puts the unemployment rate at its lowest level in 14 years. Unemployment for blacks showed a big decline, dropping 0.6%. That reverses an upward trend. In Poland, steelworkers continue their strike near Krakow despite massive arrests and crackdowns yesterday. This morning, riot police remain in force around the shipyards in Gdansk. The striking workers inside are ignoring loudspeaker warnings to give in. Lech Wałęsa is leading them and advising them not to resist if police attack. And there's a report this morning that the Polish government is introducing